MasterChef is back.
If I'm ever going to do it, now is the time to do it.
2 expert judges to decide who wins.
We're looking for a great cook who can make it as a professional. Someone to turn out exceptional food under pressure.
I'd love to win it. I haven't come here just to muck about.
The prize, to work in a top restaurant.
This competition just gets tougher. Whoever wins, it's going to change their life.
Totally want to win MasterChef.
MasterChef is going large. These 6 contestants all want to become the next star restaurant chef. But in this programme, only one winner will get through to Friday's quarter-final. They face 3 tough tests. They have to invent a dish from scratch.
It's not sitting up and making me feel great inside.
They have to survive the pressure of working in a professional kitchen.
Calamari granchio, seguire il fagaro vitello. Hey!
And they have to impress the judges with their own recipes.
I think it's a very, very well executed plate.
All in just 2 days.
Very, very warm welcome to MasterChef. At the end of this, 3 of you are going home, 3 of you are going to live your dream. 40 minutes, your time starts now. Good luck.
It's the quick elimination test. Deciding which 3 stay are judges John Turode, top chef and restaurateur.
Today, for me, it's about combinations. I want to see somebody who can put flavours and textures together to produce an absolutely spectacular plate of food.
And food writer and ingredients expert, Gregg Wallace.
I want to see one plate of food that makes me lick my lips and want to eat.
The contestants have 40 minutes to invent a dish and cook it from any of today's ingredients, which are steak, pears, gorgonzola, little gem lettuce, Parma ham, chili flakes, portobello mushrooms, carrots, and egg noodles. Mum of 3, Hailey, dreams of returning to work and starting her own dinner party business.
I'm at a stage in my life now. I've had 3 children. They're all growing up. I have the support of a loving husband. This is the start of the rest of my life.
Tell us what you're going to be cooking for us.
Pears that have been poached and they're filled with gorgonzola mousse and crispy prosciutto bacon.
Crispy what?
Prosciutto.
Hailey, prosciutto.
Prosciutto? Oh, I'm sorry.
47-year-old Adrian is a successful company director, but his passion lies elsewhere.
I can go and do some business scheme, but it's going to be forgotten in 5 years' time. And you might think that my meals will be forgotten in 5 years' time as well, but nevertheless, I'm still giving some pleasure to people, and they will remember that. I haven't come here just to muck about. I mean, I've come here because I would like to win it.
I like all foods. I love different flavours from all over. People bring me things from the holidays and I'll create a new dish using different ingredients.
And which cuisine do you think you're really good at?
I don't know, you wait and see.
Graphic designer Alison may not have found her cooking style yet, but she's still determined to become a MasterChef champion.
I love to cook. I watched the series before and I thought, I can do that. That is me, and I'm going to be there next year.
You're halfway, ladies and gentlemen. 20 minutes has gone. You seem as though you've got an idea of what you're up to.
Yeah, I'm doing a stir-fry, so it's all last minute. I've prepared all the ingredients.
What is your favourite cuisine to cook, though?
Italian.
You had some decent Italian products here today, including one of the most famous blue cheeses in the world.
No, but nothing really sort of occurred to me today for that.
Right.
After a 30-year slog working in IT, Ian feels it's time for something new.
I really want to change what I'm doing in my life. I don't want to have a 9-to-5 job anymore. You know, I want to work with food.
10 minutes! We have 10 minutes left.
Sales and marketing manager Clément hopes to impress with food from his French origins.
My primary influence in the kitchen would be a bistro-type food that you get in France because it's quite simple and it can be made into something quite elaborate at the same time. I just want to try something quite simple, straightforward. I think it'll have to look good and taste good, and hopefully it'll be enough to wow you. Yeah.
Joe, you seem fairly confident, at ease of what you're doing.
I'm cooking, I like it.
Tell me what you're trying to achieve out of MasterChef, Joe.
I want to run my own restaurant.
What style would it be? The same style as you love to cook?
I'm sort of looking at Italian as it's very sort of unadulterated. That's sort of like only using 3 ingredients type thing.
Management consultant Joe is determined to be the best.
For me, winning MasterChef would be the catalyst for me making that real change in my life. I've always wanted to win, and I'm really, really passionate about winning now.
3 minutes left. That is it!
First up is company director Adrian. Will his simple plate of steak and chips be enough to get him through?
It tastes of steak, it tastes of lettuce leaves, and it tastes of balsamic vinegar. It's not sitting up and making me sing and dance and feel great inside. What are these black bits?
They are crispy onions that are a little bit more crispy than I would ideally have liked.
I think if you've burnt something, I think it's probably best to remove it from the plate. And my biggest disappointment is the lack of crispness on your potato chips.
Can mum of 3 Hailey impress with her dish of poached pears stuffed with blue cheese and cream and crispy Parma ham?
Because you've bashed the blue cheese in with the cream, you're taking away what should have been that great blue cheese punch. They were the right ideas, it looks OK. We desperately need that blue cheese flavour in there.
The pears are sweet and soft. I would suggest maybe the pears are overcooked.
There are mistakes on here, Hailey.
Yeah, there are.
Big mistakes.
Will graphic designer Alison convince the judges with her stir-fried beef with honey?
I don't mind the honey at all. I like the texture of the noodles because they've taken up a lot of the flavour. Nice and sticky and well coated and well seasoned.
You seem to have mixed all your flavours together very, very well. Do you have a favourite style of cooking?
I don't know my style of food.
Right,
I'm here to
okay.
find out.
All right.
Can IT man Ian's chili beef noodles with sesame vegetables get him through to the next round?
They are very, very big lumps of carrot. The noodles are completely flavourless.
Your success actually has been in making those vegetables really delicious. The other half of it is really not very good at all.
French-born Clément has produced 2 gorgonzola crostinis, one with pear and one with mushroom and egg.
It's mushrooms, ham and eggs on toast. It doesn't say to me, Clement, I cook wonderful food all the time, I love food.
I can't remember when I ate a pear on toast. I shouldn't imagine I'll be doing it again.
Joe's dream of winning MasterChef and owning his own restaurant rests on his plate of steak with pancetta and stuffed mushrooms.
Lovely rich mushroom. I like the combination of the blue cheese with it. There's something quite fiery hot in there. Is it chilli?
It is, yeah, a bit too much maybe.
Yeah, quite a lot of it actually by the looks of it, Joe.
Is that?
Yep, there's a little bit of chilli in there. The texture's good. Soft, soggy mushrooms, good solid filling, and then a lovely crispy top.
I probably think the blue cheese is enough. Doesn't need the chilli. Nice ideas. A bit of a confused plate, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You have to go outside and we have to decide which of you 3 we think are the best cooks, all right? Thank you. Off you go.
We have to find 3 from these 6. It's MasterChef. Can they take that leap?
I'll tell you who I do like. I quite like Alison. Out of all the bowls of food, that was the one I liked the most. I think the honey and a little bit of chilli and the mixing of all the noodles together was the right thing to do.
They were sweet, they were well cooked. It looks like the girl cooks all the time. She's just got to find a direction and stop going around the world.
Oh gosh, it was so nerve-wracking and the 40 minutes go so quickly.
You didn't like Clement at all, did you?
I don't think that you should come on MasterChef and serve up a toasted sandwich with pear and cheese and ham on top of it.
Should we say au revoir to Clément?
The ingredients that we had today were very odd and, to my best ability, were completely uninspiring.
Let's talk about Ian. The noodles had no flavour at all. The beef was all separate and again had very little flavour.
Also, there was no attempt to make any sauce or anything to go on those noodles.
I think I could have done better. I just hope I've done enough to get through to the next round, because I know I can cook.
All right, he's out. You quite liked young Joe, didn't you?
I expected a really delicious mushroom. I thought the idea of the crust on top was really good. It was full of chilli and just was like, oh, wow, that really got me.
In my dish, I think I possibly added a little bit too much chilli to my mushroom stuffing.
The thing is, with Joe, he's a confident young fella. He approaches the stove like he knows what he's doing.
And the way it was cooked actually makes me think Joe probably does cook quite a bit.
I agree with you. Joe in, Alison in, Clement and Ian out.
It is our job to find potential. Is it Hailey or is it Adrian? I mean, if I go back right now and I look at Adrian's steak and chips and salad and think about what I want to eat off that plate, not very much.
I am concerned when someone can't make a chip very well. I'm not sure how big his repertoire is, but I'm willing to bet he's got a couple of good dishes up his sleeve.
I think that I've got a good chance of going through, and if I do, I'll be delighted.
What Hailey wanted to construct would have been the best plate of food, but the way she put it together was awful.
I've got a lot more to offer. Hell of a lot more to offer. But I just don't think I'm going to get the chance.
Both these cooks made mistakes. Who can you see potential in? Which one's it going to be?
Thanks very much for your patience, guys. You know the rules. 3 of you are staying, 3 of you are going home.
Ian and Clement, you're leaving us, guys. Sorry. Joe, we think you might be able to cook, Joe. Staying with us.
Thanks.
Alison, you're staying with us, Alison. Adrian or Hailey? Hailey, we're going to give you another chance, Hailey. Sorry, Adrian.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, I think after today, having the buzz of getting through, my desire and ambition to win is strengthened by that.
Oh, so relieved. And I just hope that I don't lose my nerve and I can go all the way.
Oh, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I can't believe I've got through. I'm just absolutely ecstatic, so my confidence has gone up tenfold. Nice big glass of wine, I think.
For the moment, they can relax, but tomorrow the pressure is on as they face 2 more daunting tests. It's early morning on the second day, and the contestants arrive at Caravaggio, a modern Italian restaurant in the city of London. Alison, Hailey and Joe will be working under the watchful eye of head chef Jonathan Lees during a hectic lunchtime service.
Let's get on with it and enjoy our lunch.
It's midday and service begins.
OK, main course, 1 ravioli of the day.
Yes, John.
Alison is in charge of a starter of cheese-filled ravioli with a vanilla, saffron and basil sauce. Although a simple dish, it can easily fall apart or burst and requires meticulous attention. She manages to get off to a good start and quietly gets into her stride.
Thank you. That's lovely. That's perfect. Hailey, 2 chicken of the day.
Yes, John.
Hailey is making roasted spring chicken served with cherry vinegar, sweet peppers and Italian bacon. She needs to be precise when it comes to plating up, but her first attempt isn't quite up to scratch.
Nice. Just take it back, replate it again. Yep. It's just too much sauce, there's nothing else wrong with it, OK?
She takes on board chef's comments and quickly brings her dish up to service standards.
The chicken is fine, OK? So just make sure you keep on doing it the same way. OK, I need 2 fish of the day, Joe.
Yes, John.
Joe has been given halibut steak with a potato crust and roasted aubergine in a tarragon sauce. Keen to impress, he's off to a good start.
Presentation's done like that every time, I'm happy with it.
I feel on top of it. I thought I'd be more stressed out, but no, it's fine. It's good. It's a nice buzz.
OK, Joe, keep up the fishes the way you're doing it.
It's halfway through service. Alison is still turning out perfect ravioli.
Ravioli is a very simple thing, but it's extremely easy to ruin as well, okay? Don't worry, you've done it well.
She impresses Chef so much, he puts her in charge of another pasta starter.
When you were doing the penne pasta, which you just did now, as it came out, it was fine. Yet again.
Not only have I been doing the starters that I'm supposed to be doing, but I've been helping out with some of the other starters as well. So it's been going really well.
At the other end of the kitchen, however, it's a different story. Joe's taken his eye off his halibut.
Fine, do another two. And get more fat inside the pan, otherwise it'll burn the potato, not cook it. Okay, 1 ravioli a day. Main course, 1 chicken of the day, Hailey.
Yes, John.
Meanwhile, Hailey's orders are stacking up.
And 1 chicken of the day, please, Hailey.
Yes, John.
But she's coping like a pro, producing perfect dish after perfect dish.
1 chicken, John.
Lovely, thank you.
I really like the buzz, working as part of a team. It's what I love doing anyway, and the time has just flown by. I can't believe how fast it's gone.
However, the opposite is true for Joe, as he rapidly loses confidence whilst his orders pile up.
Okay, 2 covers, no starter, 1 fish of the day. I suggest you get on with those 2 fish of the day, because that's what I'm waiting for now.
And you need 2 more afterwards, right?
I need 1 fish of the day now, plus you got 2 no starters, so I'm waiting on 3, yeah?
But by rushing, he's made a critical error.
It's raw in the sense of you haven't fried it enough. Listen, I told you, don't want it like this. Change the plate. If you give me like that, I'm going to serve it, yeah? And get it back in the pan. Hurrying during service, you're going to save no time. You're going to screw things up. When it gets hot, you have to try and stay calm and think about what you're doing.
Okay.
Several 18-pound halibuts have gone in the bin, a costly penalty for losing his cool.
That was a bit hectic. Bit of meltdown now, I think.
Service is over. The contestants have served over 65 covers. It's time for John and Greg to meet head chef Jonathan Lees.
How did Joe get on?
Doing individual orders of 1 fish of the day, he was fine. But when I actually started to call away a few orders, not enough oil in the pan, burnt 2 of them, which we promptly throw away. So in the heat of the service, he was too nervous.
Tell me about Hailey.
I would say she had a very good service, yeah. She said 5 minutes, it came in 5 minutes.
What about Alison?
She got the sauce ready, she put the ravioli in the water at the right time, and not 1 broke. For a person who hasn't made them before, I would say it's very, very good.
If you had to work with one of them, which would it be?
I would employ Hailey. I think the character's right, she's a little bit more outgoing, and probably would be an easy person to work with in the kitchen.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ to cook their best 2-course meal. Yesterday, Hailey got through with her inventiveness, and she impressed in the pro kitchen. But now she has to pull out all the stops in order to win. Joe showed he has the makings of a great cook, but suffered a catastrophic meltdown in the pro kitchen. Will he be able to recover and convince the judges he should be the one to go through? Alison really impressed with her stir-fried beef and sailed through the pro kitchen. Can she maintain her high standard and produce a winning meal?
You know what you've got to do now. You're going to cook for us your own food.
1 quarter-finalist place up for grabs. Off you go.
They have just 1 hour to cook a 2-course meal of their own design. Only one will win a place in Friday's quarter-final.
The dishes that are going to make you a quarter-finalist are?
Fig and goat's cheese tart and baked monkfish in a stem ginger and saffron sauce.
Ooh, well, that's a dangerous sauce, isn't it?
Monkfish wrapped in ham,
Yeah.
served on black pasta, with braised lettuce, ginger and saffron.
Yes.
Wow.
They are unusual combinations.
Yes.
Are you not risking all with this?
No,
Why?
because if it's the only chance I've got, then I'd rather risk it and give it a go.
Dinner party cook Hailey's hopes for a career in food are resting on 2 faultless courses.
Hailey's pushing it too far. Black spaghetti with lettuce and saffron and a cream sauce. In your palate, can you get it? I fear it's a little bit too much.
Alison may not know what her style is, but she knows she can cook. Will she convince the judges with her 2 courses?
What do you make, Alison?
It's a caramelised onion and feta tart, and the main course is going to be cod with a citrus lemon butter. on some carrot and courgette ribbons.
Tell me about courgette and carrot ribbons. Fairly 1970s.
Just colourful.
What about flavour, Alison? Is that important?
It is. I hope the citrus butter, they'll be seasoned and citrus butter will just add a little bit of bite.
Are you going to win?
Gonna win.
Alison is doing a very, very safe main course. Piece of roast cod, lemon butter, vegetables and crispy potatoes. That I like the sound of. Little ribbons of veg, I'm not sure. 15 minutes left, guys. 15 minutes.
Joe is hoping for a chance to finally show the judges what he really believes he's capable of, with a sea bass starter and a saltimbocca main. Thin strips of veal rolled with ham and flavoured with sage.
Why do you think that flavours are so important?
I just think big flavours excite, really.
Today, are you actually going to produce for us a coherent, full plate of food?
Well, see what everything tastes like at the end, but I mean, I have prepped this very carefully.
OK, Joe. My bets with Joe. Sea bass and salsa verde, saltimbocca, mushrooms, masala sauce. Not showing skill, but actually delivering. That I am most looking forward to eating. 5 minutes. That's it. It's over. Time's up.
Hailey has made fig and goat's cheese tart with pine nut salad. And for her main, roasted monkfish with squid ink spaghetti and braised little gem lettuce in a saffron and ginger sauce.
Sweet red onions. Lovely textured phyllo, it's not greasy. Salty from the goat's cheese. As a starter, it's very good.
Thank you.
Nicely cooked onions. Pine nuts give it a good crunch. The sweetness of the red onions is this caramelised absolutely beautifully, but it's mostly onion I'm getting. With a little bit of work, this goes from a good dish to a fantastic dish. John's going to bring your main over.
Distinct flavour of saffron and the gem lettuce. The monkfish and the ham, distinctive as well. Concept, presentation, really good. We never imagined this. We frightened ourselves with visions of fish on gem with sauce on pasta. My fear has been the sauce. The saffron and the hint of ginger with that fish and the bacon is just wonderful. It's packed full of flavour. I was very wrong about your sauce. Your sauce is absolutely lovely. I think that's great, Hailey.
Thank you.
Alison has made a caramelised onion and feta tart, followed by cod with carrot and courgette ribbons in a citrus butter.
The cheese is quite salty and it is very, very rich tart indeed. I think it's almost too salty and I don't know if I'd eat the whole thing, but I like the idea of it.
Sweet red onions, salty feta, really good balance, very, very tasty indeed. You do get a residue of a lot of salt. Get rid of your starter and bring forth your main.
Sweet carrot, cod and the potatoes. The potatoes have got a bit soggy, a bit waxy. The courgettes are being completely lost and it all needs a lot more salt.
Well, I'm very surprised because I get the cod and that's all I get. And I get the texture of the potato, but none of the flavour. That's quite disappointing.
Joe has made a sea bass starter with salsa verde and celeriac salad, and a main of veal saltimbocca served with wild mushrooms and a shallot mash.
Fish is wonderful. Soft, strong, very, very well seasoned. It's a great salsa verde. It's packing a punch, but it's not trying to strangle you.
The flavour of the salsa verde first with the parsley and the capers, and then the lovely chalky sea bass. Wonderful, delicious, clean British food. Very well done.
Thank you. I'll take that away. We've got your main.
The sauce is sweet, the mashed potato is well cooked, the veal is well cooked. A little bit more seasoning would be great to take it up one more level.
It's right on the money, Joe. Sweet sauce, not too sweet, sage, the ham. I think it's a very, very well executed plate of food.
Thank you very much.
Joe, we didn't have a great kitchen, did we, today?
Oh, meltdown.
Joe, you got a bright future as a cook, but can you handle your nerve?
We've got 3 very good cooks. We've got to find a quarter-finalist from you 3. We'll call you back in as soon as we can. Good, strong field today. Lots of promise out there.
Today, for me, Alison's main course wasn't presented very well, but the idea of the cod and the citrus butter, I thought, good idea. If I'm asked to describe how it tastes today, I don't know what it tastes like. It tastes like a piece of cod on a plate with nothing else around the outside of it.
It tasted like unseasoned cod. I was so shocked.
I'm feeling relatively confident. I think I did a good job and I think they enjoyed what I cooked. So I just hope that they like me enough to set me through to the next round.
Alison's gone. And we've got Hailey and Joe.
Should we talk about Hailey? When she first said to us, monkfish and ham, saffron sauce, braised gem lettuce and squid pasta, we sort of went, oh. Both of us, when we tasted Hailey's food, her main course, went, wow, that works.
I think the sauce on her main course was absolutely sublime.
I thought their comments were fantastic. I was so pleased with what they said. Yeah, very, very happy girl.
Joe's food was classic. His main course delivered in all parts. Texture, flavour, elegance, well cooked, well delivered.
His saltimbocca, absolutely right on the money.
I think it went quite well in there for me. This evening was really good, actually. The comments back were, you know, amazing. And it's really good to hear that from people who are professionals in the field.
My problem with Joe is, as he said, meltdown in the pro kitchen.
I agree with you as far as Joe's disaster. My biggest concern with Hailey is she's experimenting with things that 1 in 10 maybe work out.
You could also argue that it shows more of a talent to bring ingredients that you don't necessarily think will match and make them work.
Her main course was far more complex than that of Joe's. Yes, I agree. But is Joe's food not more honed, more traditional, more in line of what we believe good food to be?
John, it's scary that Joe fell apart as much as he did in that pro kitchen. Because it's not going to get easier from here on in. These rounds get tougher and tougher, more and more intense.
I know who I want.
Well done. You cooked to a far higher standard than we thought you would.
We have decided on our quarter-finalist. And the person going through the next round. Congratulations, Hailey.
I think the best person went through at the end of the day, but I'm obviously disappointed.
It's given me a lot of strength, well, a lot more interest in cooking, really. I know I'm going to do this at some stage in the future, so, you know, I'm looking forward to it.
I can't believe it. Very proud, very pleased with myself, to be honest. My husband's been on tenterhooks all day, so, yeah, he'll be very pleased.
Hello, sweetheart.
You're right.
You did it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Come on, get it there.
Hailey will be back on Friday to face 3 other exceptional cooks for the title of MasterChef.
If you're going to be MasterChef, you're going to work really, really hard, you've got to absolutely love it, and you've got to absolutely want it.
I defy anybody not to like that. That's a real crowd pleaser.
It's absolutely fabulous.
You have nothing but good cooks from this stage onwards.